Hello everyone, welcome to BT Talks episode 30. Today I will be having as a guest my friend Patrick Curley, who is the CEO of Yacht Life, a yacht brokerage and charter company. He's an amazing guy, he's an entrepreneur, he has a background in finance and private equity. He's originally from New York, he moved to Miami a few years ago, and he had a simple idea and launched Yacht Life. So today we're very privileged to be on board of one of the yachts here in the Miami Beach Marina, and Patrick should be joining shortly. So please bear with me for a minute or so. Jay, the yacht guy, thank you for joining. As you can see, we're very lucky. The weather is beautiful. Look at the color of the ocean. I just love this color. And as you can see, blue is my favorite color, so. There we go. So Patrick should be joining soon.
I'm with Yacht Life.
It's all good. Hold on one second, guys. Trying to make this work, he has to request. Sometimes we have a few little technical issues, but hold on one second. There we go.
Hey.
There we go. Good to see you, Patrick.
You too. How's it
We made
going?
it work. We made it work.
I love
So
it.
Patrick, welcome to BT Talks. It's a pleasure
Thank
of
you.
having you. You're a great friend and you're an entrepreneur. You actually originally from New York. You moved to Miami a few years ago and you came up with a very cool idea, which is Yacht Life. Can you tell us a little bit about Yacht Life and how you came with that idea and now built it into a very successful business?
Yeah, sure. So the really quick story is I've been a yacht charter customer, and it's a pretty cumbersome process. Anytime you charter a boat, there's a contract involved. There's a lot of back and forth, negotiating different terms, trying to understand more about the boat and the crew and the itinerary. So the mission and the vision from day one was really try and take this super complicated process of chartering a boat and make it as simple as possible. Really trying to create an app that feels like you're booking a hotel room, but really kind of behind the scenes, you're doing a really complicated process like chartering a yacht.
So making it overall a simple experience, like when you use, an iPhone or a MacBook, making the experience seamless.
Exactly.
But tell us also a little bit about your background, because I think your background helped you a lot to where you're at today, and being now the CEO of Yacht Life. Your background in New York as being in the world of private equity, is it? And then startups. All this came to what you're doing today.
Yep. So in a nutshell,
In a nutshell,
it's
make it in a nutshell.
another long journey, but yeah. I studied international economics at NYU. I worked in finance for about 10 years in New York. Half of that time I was doing what's called cap intro. So I was helping hedge funds and private equity funds raise capital from investors. The other half of the time I was actually a financial sponsor banker at Citigroup. So all those clients I was helping raise money for, I started bringing them into the bank and handling all their capital markets needs wearing my sort of banker hat. After leaving finance, a friend who worked in private equity and I launched a travel startup called Posto. We raised capital from investors, hired a team, and then he and I relocated down to Miami. And then it's really when I was in Miami, the idea of Yacht Life sort of started bubbling up, and then eventually we got to work it and actually building the company.
No, that's really cool. I think that the fact that, through your experience in finance in New York, you were able to build a strong network, and then when you worked in a startup, you were able to get involved in different activities and meet people from all walks of life that have different experiences. And then when you decided to start Yacht Life, you had all the elements in place, which helped you build Yacht Life, which is now which I believe is 5 years old.
Yep, they've been around for
5 years.
5 years now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
So how many people do you have working with you at Yacht Life? How big is your team?
Yeah, we've got just about 21 employees. About half of them are on the sales team, and about the other half are either on the marketing team or product development.
Very cool. And how does Yacht Life, so for those who are not familiar with different yacht companies, how does your company truly differentiate? Because a lot of people ask me, actually, Ben, do you know anybody who may have a yacht charter brokerage company, something where the process is seamless, it's easy? Because it seems that in the world of yachts, it's not always easy to charter a yacht, or wherever it is in the world. It's not just local, because you are actually global. You have access to yachts all over the world, whether it's in Ibiza, Miami, all over.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we're the only brokerage where you can charter a yacht without talking to a broker. There's other peer-to-peer platforms out there. Most of their inventory tends to be a little bit smaller. So there's definitely one type of clientele that is really good for the peer-to-peer platforms. We're really catering towards your traditional yacht client. That's chartering, 75, 125-foot boats, either for 1, 2, 3 days, or for what we call term charters, which is a minimum of 1 week. So first and foremost, it's the technological user experience that really sets us apart. I think from the major, I would say like large global brokerages out there that have been around for decades, what really differentiates us is that we will do charter and sales for large mega yachts, but we also will do charters for boats for 1, 2, or 3 days, which most of the large global brokerages, they really don't focus on, and they actually refer that business to us, where we act as the boat's representative, and the larger brokerages have a client that will charter a boat that we manage for 1 or 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. So that's what I really love. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure I will use it very soon. But
Sure.
The experience that you get when you book a yacht with Yacht Life is impeccable, and that's what you guys are working on, every day to make it better. How do you see the future of the industry? Because as you know, all industries are evolving, especially there was this pandemic. We're still kind of in it. Things have changed in my business, in the real estate business. Things have changed. Things are evolving. So how do you see the future of the yacht brokerage and charter industry?
Yeah, so this year has been obviously a crazy year. No one could have predicted this 12 months ago. And, I wouldn't say we've been a beneficiary of this business, of the pandemic, but we are having another record year this year. We were shut down for 2 months, almost 3 months completely, just because shipyards and marinas were shut down. So there were no boats being delivered. There were no boats being chartered. However, I think what's happened is, this new normal that we're living in, people are looking to still have fun. They're still looking to go on vacation, but they want to do it in a more private, in a more secure setting. And really, there's nothing more private and secure than chartering a yacht. I mean, it's really kind of the crux of our business. And then on the brokerage side, we've sold a number of boats, both going into the pandemic and then since the pandemic started, or I shouldn't say the pandemic started subsiding, but I should say since the world started reopening again back in May. Sorry, I was getting an incoming call. A lot of our boat purchase clients have been first-time boat purchasers. It's people that are realizing that owning a boat really does open up a whole new world to you. And, I think we're going to continue to see these trends into 2021.
Yeah, because I've seen you. I trying to follow everything that's around the yacht lifestyle, and there's actually since this pandemic, a lot of people that are gravitating towards either chartering a boat as often as they can, or even purchasing boats. So it's quite interesting. I mean, a
Oh yeah,
lot of
we're
people are.
look. MarineMax is a publicly traded company. Just look at their stock price. They hit their sales budget in July of this year. July. Their 2020 budget was hit in July. So,
Wow, it's
and we're
great.
seeing that across the manufacturers, across the brokerages. We saw it. I mean, we hit our numbers for the full year already. So, we I think should continue to see that. I mean, we're set up right now. Hopefully everything goes okay, and this vaccine comes out. But the way we're set up, closing out 2020, 2021 should be another really good year for the global yacht industry.
For sure. And then, so you've traveled around the world, you've seen different marina, different boats. Do you have any favorites, and why? A boat or a marina?
A boat or a marina?
Type of boat or marina? I mean, we're
Uh,
lucky we're in Miami, where there's a lot of very cool marinas, and it's one of the capitals of the world of boating. But there's a lot of very cool places around the world as well.
yeah, I'd say in general, the marinas in Europe have a much more sophisticated setup.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Europe has really mastered the art of creating an entire ecosystem around the marina, as opposed to here's a city, let's put a marina in there, which is really sort of the American approach. The first marina to come into Miami and really sort of build the rest of Miami around it is really Miami Beach Marina, where we are right now on this boat. And then so subsequently from there, you've got Island Gardens, which is the only super yacht deep harbor marina in Miami, which is absolutely spectacular. You're going to see a lot of development around Island Gardens soon afterwards right now.
Very cool. So what is a typical day in Patrick's life? Like being the CEO of Yacht Life, what do you usually do? No, just to get an
Just putting
idea of
out
being.
putting out forest fires. No, so I usually wake up pretty early. I'll answer emails that are urgent overnight. I'll usually do like a 10-minute meditation, and then I'll do some sort of exercise, whether it's biking, walking, working out, and then just hit the ground running, working with the team throughout the day, meetings, interviews like this. And then usually at night, I try and do something else active. As you know, I usually try and play paddle or go biking in the evening, and then just rinse, repeat.
And that's super cool. And being now, Miami resident, what is your favorite thing to do in Miami besides yachting?
Oh
Being on the
man,
water.
I'm telling you, I love playing either beach volleyball. I love going biking, which I just started getting back into during the pandemic. And
Yeah.
then I just started playing paddle, which is I should say my latest obsession. But I like being active. I mean, we're living in paradise. It's
True.
almost beautiful weather, 365 days a year. So getting out there and being able to enjoy it is one of the pleasures of living here.
Very cool. And we'll finish this conversation with a question. What is your advice
Sure.
on anybody looking to start a company or getting into the yachting business? Do you have any advice on that?
So for getting into the yachting business, I would say, I don't know, whatever you're going to be doing, make sure you have a solid network that allows you to hit the ground running. Make sure you have a solid skill set, which goes for anything that you do in life, of
Of
course.
course, yeah.
And then I think if you're starting a company, it's all about first and foremost, have a very clear and defined vision of what you're trying to do and why it's better than anything else out there. It doesn't have to be revolutionary. I mean, Yacht Life is by no means a revolutionary idea. All we did is take something that sucked and make it suck a little bit less. And then immediately after that, it's really building a really solid team around you. I can't highlight how important it is having a team. We've got such a great team. The chemistry is there. Everyone's excited to work, both on our sales, all of our brokers, our membership people, our product development people, our marketing people. I wake up every morning excited to start working, believe it
So
or
so
not.
so what is your? I know you have a daily motto. What is your daily motto?
If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
I love it. I love it. It's really cool. Well, Patrick, thank you so much for being a wonderful guest on BT Talks. We're very lucky to be on this boat. This is actually fun because we're actually both on the boat. We wanted to
Yeah.
make this episode a little bit different. And before finalizing this conversation, I'm going to do a little tour, or Patrick actually can do a little tour because he's outside and I'm inside.
Well,
So
we,
this
we
is a
can do
very
you can do a
creative.
tour of the interior.
I'll
So
do a
this is
tour of the inside. So guys, you have simultaneously a little tour. So Patrick is showing the outside.
this is the fly bridge. Then we're gonna take a look at the bow. The lovely view of Miami.
There's a lot of wind.
Yeah,
But
sorry about that. Hope that all worked.
this is cabin. There we go. And here's Patrick. So there you go. So hold on one second. Guys, thank you very much for joining BT Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks, Patrick.
Thanks a
For being
lot.
a guest. If you're looking for any yacht charter, make sure to connect with Yacht Life and Patrick. He has a wonderful team and they'll help you anywhere around the world. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.